Hi everyone, welcome to Lilybets Divinity Live. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? No, seriously, comment below and tell me how you guys are doing. You guys never talk. So how's everybody doing? Thank you all for the love and support. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the bookings, readings, and thank you for all of you who have been commenting below and who have been subscribing. Thank you so much. I so appreciate you guys. I really do. So yeah, so here we go, another video. Gonna be a short manifestation video, tips and tricks. And I have another video that's gonna come out after this one, but I wanted to do this one first. This is going to be about, Neville Goddard, living in the end. What does it mean to live in the end? Okay? Because some people don't understand. Some people listen to Neville Goddard and still don't understand what it is to live in the end. Okay? And it's hard for them, especially those who have a hard time visualizing. So, Neville Goddard's teachings are about the law of assumption. Assuming like it's already here. Knowing that it's already here. Going within. Okay? Yeah, because when you're assuming you're going within, you're seeing things as though they're already here. You're believing that they're already here. You're visualizing it like it's already here. So when you're living in the end, that is what you're doing. You're visualizing. You know, like it's already here. Okay? It's already here. And when you're visualizing it, that's you living in the end. You're living in the end like it's here already of your wish fulfilled. So you're living in the assumption, I had to write it down, okay? In the assumption that is already here, that your manifestation is already here, your SP is already here. You visualize it, you make a scene that is here already. You hear that person telling you what it is that you want to hear, how it is that you want to be spoken to, the news that you want. That's living in the end of it, regardless of what you're seeing in a 3D. Being able to me also to always go back to that, even when you kind of go a different way, you start to like not believe because things are happening. Being able to throw yourself back into that assumption of it already being here. That's what it is to live in the end. To be in the end of it. Like, yeah, this already happened. I already know. Feeling it, smelling it, just knowing, okay? That's living in the end. And that's what Neville Goddard teaches you with the law of assumption, because the law of assumption is all about looking within yourself, okay? It's all about looking within yourself. And the next video that I'm going to do is about when you can't visualize, because some people say, oh, I can't. How am I going to visualize that and live in the end of it and live like I'm there? You can hear it, but he even has some, I don't remember which one it was, Neville Goddard, but he even, he gives that example of you, what it would feel like to, the smell of a flower and stuff like that. He has a video on that. And a good way, I tell people who tell me that they can't visualize or see things, or imagine them having something. I always tell them, what about think about when you want, you're going to go and get a cup of coffee. In your head, you're already visualizing what that coffee is going to look like. What is it going to smell like? What is it going to taste like? Okay? That's visualization. That's you imagining it. That's you. And then you get it, right? That's how you live in the end. You think to yourself, what would it feel like if my SP was to text me? You create a scene. Even if you have to hold your phone, okay? And be like, oh, wow, okay. Yeah. That's the way you live in the end of it. You're assuming it, You're assuming whatever you assume to be real and to be in your reality is going to come to you, okay? That's living in the end. Doing things like that. So if you say you can't visualize, you visualize almost everything that's around you right now. You visualize it. The house that you're living in, the car that you're living, you drive. You visualize yourself buying that car, didn't you? Didn't you feel? What did it feel like? And that's what it is about living in the end. That's what it is to live in the end. What does it feel like? What does it smell like? What would people be telling you if you had what you wanted? That's living in the end. That's creating scenes also for you to be able to live in the end, to be there where you want to be. So whenever you see that people are saying on these on these things, how do you, to live in the end? It's very easy to live in the end because every day you're living in the end of a manifestation. You're living in the end of something that you want. You're living in the end of, you lived already in the end of certain things that you already created in your life. When you thought you were saying you couldn't visualize, but you did visualize it. Yeah. That's why it's so important to be careful with your thoughts and what you're thinking. Okay? And changing your thoughts when they're negative into something positive. And that's why, affirmations and affirmations also help. Okay? Because you're living, you're shifting things with that, especially if you're feeling like crap or something didn't go right and then you some other effing everything. No, go back to living in the end, So I always say, have an affirmation. Everything is always working out for me. Why is it that everything is always working out for me? Why is it that I'm the person that has it all? Why is it that I'm always I'm always getting my manifestations like overnight? Like, why? Those are affirmations, and I'll be making a video on that too. But yeah, this is what it means to live in the end. So it's always good when you don't have to do this like 24 hours a day. You can create scenes to live in the end, or even during the day, like what I just did with the phone. Oh, look, this, that, whatever. This person is texting me. I used to send myself mail, like if things were already paid up, and I ended up paying it all up. So this is what I'm saying to you. There's so many different ways for you to create a scene, for you to live in the end of what you want so you can get it. If you feel that you're not a person that can visualize or imagine certain things. There's things physically that you can do. Looking at your phone and be like, oh, wow. Sending yourself a text with what you want your SP to say. That's living in the end, okay? And then just having it there and being able to look at it every time that you want to get the pick me up, or to get, going back into living in the end of what is going on, of living in the end of what you want, okay? So many ways. So yeah, tell me, comment below and tell me, how do you live in the end? What do you do to live in the assumption of what you want already being here? Comment below and let me know, because it helps other people also, people who feel that they can't visualize, people who feel like, oh, how am I going to live? Okay, now I understand what it is, but now how am I going to live in the end of it? Comment below and be looking out for the next video on, whenever when you feel that you can't visualize, other ways of being able to manifest what you want to manifest. So my friends, much love to everyone, and as always, I salute the divinity within all of you. Bye now.